Okay, inside this video, I'm going to talk about how she gets away with eating what she eats and why you seem to put on weight really rapidly as soon as you stop dieting. It all comes down to your metabolic capacity. So when it comes to dieting, what tends to happen is the focus on fat loss is paramount. It's at the forefront of your mind, and you do things that get the fat loss result in the short term without considering what you need to be able to maintain that fat loss, right? And what you need to maintain that fat loss is a metabolic capacity. What do I mean? Well, essentially all a metabolic capacity is if you imagine your metabolism inside a container, you want to make that container bigger, because if you can make that container bigger, every time you work out, every time you eat a good meal, every time you do a weight session, the capacity or the potential for that workout, that meal to do a good thing for you is bigger because of your metabolic capacity, right? You have a higher ceiling, and because of that, then you can kind of almost not necessarily get away with, but you can, well, it is exactly that actually. You can get away with more when it comes to relaxing on your diet a little bit. So what this looks like is typically if you are doing a 12-week challenge or a 6-week challenge and you're trying to get fat loss in the short term, what you'll do is you'll exercise more, you eat less. When you do that, and you do that for a long enough period, you lose fat. You might lose 5 kilos. The problem is, as soon as you stop doing that, as soon as you stop running every day, or as soon as you stop eating what you were eating, the staples that you were eating, and you start to eat something else, or you start to do less workouts, the weight will come on a lot quicker than if you went the other way. Now, what's the other way? How do you increase your metabolic capacity? What you do is you take it in phases, right? There'll be phases obviously where you start to eat a little less, but the ultimate goal is to eat more. And as you eat more, what happens is your metabolism starts to adapt. And when you adapt your metabolism, your body can actually use the energy that it's getting and much more efficiently. Okay, so to do this, every 4 to 6 weeks, depending upon your biofeedback, depending upon your data that you're recording, what you can do is you can increase your protein by 10%, or you can increase your low energy plant food by 5 or 10%. And it's those tiny little increases that you do that increase your metabolic capacity. And what the goal is to do those small increases at regular intervals so that you stay lean, right, without compromising that dropping of calories, that metabolic adaptation in the wrong way. Okay, and when you do this over a long enough period, now this is a long enough period, or what I mean by long enough period is like 12 months, 2 years. When you do it for that long, you get into a rhythm with your lifestyle and you start to eat a certain way throughout the year, and then when it comes to these times of the year where it's festive season or whatever, then you start to eat a different way, and during those times you don't put on and pack on 5 or 10 kilos, right? And if you do that for long enough, you look at somebody who looks as though they can get away with eating whatever they like Megan, for example. Megan, she puts away a lot of food, right? And people look at her and think, well, how the hell do you put it away? Well, she's done it for 6-7 years, and she's gone through those periods of fat loss and increasing lean muscle mass, working on improving her strength in the gym, working on eating more, but eating more of the right foods and staying lean while she's doing it, right? So when you look at somebody and you look at them and you think, oh, how are they getting away with that? Most of the times because they've done it the right way. Okay, they've gone and they've increased their metabolic capacity, whether that's been through chance or whether they've actually orchestrated it. That's what's happening there. Okay, so if you want to stop fluctuating with your weight, you want to stop losing 5 kilos, gaining 6, losing 8, gaining 10, and what you need to start to do is you need to focus on 3 things. You need to focus on strength in the gym. You need to stop doing as much cardio as you're doing, right? And you need to increase your food, but do it in a strategic way where you stay lean as you're increasing your food. I know women who've gotten up to 3,000, 3,500 calories a day, and I know men, myself included, who's eaten up to 5,000 calories a day. Now this is in comparison to diets that tell you to eat 800 calories, 1,200 calories, 1,800 calories, right? There's absolutely no way you can look good, feel good, function well on that amount of calories. But conversely, if you are actually more focused on strength, right, you're doing less cardio, but that cardio is potent and effective, and then you're increasing your calories, you're getting more energy in, right, you're fueling that your body's potential to get fitter, get stronger, and all the things that you want it to do with the gym, and you're also getting that metabolic adaptation.